10 Deadly Yokais from Japanese Folklore. Number 10. Nue. The Nue is a scary creature from Japanese stories, known for bringing bad luck and trouble. It's like a mix of different animals: a monkey's head, a raccoon's body, tiger's legs, and a snake's tail. Just imagining it can give you goosebumps. One really creepy thing about the Nue is it can change its shape and hide in darkness. It turns into a big black cloud, making it hard to see until it's too late, and it makes a scary sound like a bird, adding to its spooky vibe. People in Japan believed that when they saw the Nue, something bad was going to happen, like sickness, fires, or wars. That's why the Nue is a symbol of danger and a warning in Japanese stories. Number 9. Ubume. Ubume are spirits of women who died while giving birth, and they still yearn to be mothers. They linger in lonely places like riversides or crossroads, crying sadly. They look spooky, with long messy hair covering their pale faces and wearing torn clothes, looking really thin. But the scariest part is their deep desire for a child. They might mistake travelers for spirits and ask to hold their baby. If someone agrees, the Ubume disappears, leaving behind what seems like a baby wrapped in blankets. But this innocent bundle soon turns into something heavy and scary, like a big stone or a statue. It gets heavier and heavier until it's too much to bear. People who fall for this trick risk getting hurt or dragged into the river by the weight, just like the Ubume's own sadness. Number 8. Gashadokuro. Gashadokuro's name translates to starving skeleton, and that's exactly what it is. A giant, vengeful spirit formed from the bones of the dead. These monstrous skeletons tower over 15 times the height of a human, with some reaching a staggering 10 meters or 33 feet in height. Legends say Gashadokuro formed from the unburied bones of those who died from starvation or on the battlefield. Filled with rage and an insatiable hunger, these undead monstrosities seek revenge on the living. They roam the countryside at night, particularly around 2 a.m., preying on unsuspecting travelers. Despite their immense size, Gashadokuro can be surprisingly stealthy. Some legends claim they possess the power of invisibility, making them even more difficult to escape. There's no easy solution when encountering a Gashadokuro. While some folktales claim they are invincible, others offer a glimmer of hope. Shinto charms, religious amulets used in Japanese traditions, might be effective in warding them off. If you're ever in Japan and hear an unsettling, rattling sound at night, it's best to take no chances and run. You might just be facing a vengeful Gashadokuro. Number 7. Rokurokubi. Appearing as an ordinary woman during the day, Rokurokubi possess a nightmarish ability. Their necks can elongate to extraordinary lengths at night. This metamorphic capacity presents a two-pronged danger. Some legends portray Rokurokubi as nocturnal predators. By extending their necks, they can silently enter homes and steal food or even attack sleeping victims. Alternatively, they may act as mischievous voyeurs, using their extended necks to spy on unsuspecting individuals or snatch objects from afar. While the level of threat posed by Rokurokubi varies depending on the specific tale, their unpredictable behavior and unsettling nocturnal activities make them a source of unease in folklore. Their ability to blend seamlessly into human society during the day adds another layer of danger, as potential victims are unaware of the monstrous potential lurking beneath the surface. Number 6. Nure-onna. The Nure-onna lurks near bodies of water waiting to ensnare unsuspecting victims. Appearing as a beautiful woman with long, flowing hair, she seems like someone in distress after emerging from the water. However, this beauty is a deadly facade. Her true form hides beneath the water's surface, a monstrous body, sometimes described as serpentine. Nure-onna uses her captivating appearance to lure men close. When a kind soul offers to help her, she lashes out. In some tales, she reveals razor-sharp claws and drags her victim to a watery grave. Others depict her using her long, snake-like tongue to drain their blood. The real danger lies in Nure-onna's deceptive beauty and her ability to exploit human compassion. Her victims are drawn in by a desire to help, only to face a horrifying fate. Number 5. Yamada no Orochi. Yamada no Orochi is a terrifying monster in Japanese stories. It's like a huge snake with 8 heads and 8 tails, so big it spans 8 valleys and mountains. Just its size alone is scary because it could crush anything in its way easily. But what's even scarier is what it can do. Each of its 8 heads is really fierce, with sharp teeth and the ability to breathe out fire that could destroy whole villages. People believe that when it moved, it caused earthquakes and floods, leaving behind a path of destruction. Not only that, but the Orochi also had a huge appetite for ruining things. It demanded young women as sacrifices, which kept entire towns scared and helpless. The image of this massive serpent with many heads hungry for destruction shows how people feared chaos and natural disasters in old Japanese stories. Number 4. Yuki-onna. Yuki-onna, also known as the Snow Woman, is a beautiful yet terrifying spirit that represents the harshness of winter. Her stunning appearance, with pale skin and flowing white hair, blends seamlessly with a snowstorm, luring unsuspecting travelers closer. She appears so captivating that travelers are drawn to her without realizing the danger. But don't be fooled by her beauty. Yuki-onna has a deadly touch. Just one encounter with her can freeze a person instantly, turning them into ice sculptures. Legends also say she drains the life force from her victims, leaving them empty and cold. Yuki-onna isn't just about looks though. She can control blizzards, making it hard for travelers to see or move, which makes them easy prey in the unforgiving winter wilderness. Number 3. Juboko. Juboko trees are like something from a nightmare, mixing nature with evil. They grow in places where there's been a lot of violence, like battlefields or graveyards. These trees soak up the spilled blood and turn into dangerous predators. At first glance, they might seem like regular trees, but don't be fooled. Juboko can trick people with beautiful leaf patterns or even change their appearance to look like an attractive woman. But once someone gets close, that's when the horror begins. Their branches come alive like sharp tentacles, piercing and draining the victim's blood to satisfy the tree's hunger. The leaves of the Juboko are blood red, a scary reminder of their deadly nature. These trees never stop craving blood, waiting for their next victim to come too close, ensuring a never-ending cycle of death and feeding. Number 2. Tsuchigumo. Tsuchigumo is a frightening giant spider that looks scary with many thin legs and a weird body. It also has a distinct face, described variously as human-like or even oni-like depending on the legend. But it's not just their size that makes them dangerous. They have venom that can kill a person quickly with just one bite. Some stories even say they can spit out venom, making a mist that suffocates people to death. And if that wasn't bad enough, Tsuchigumo can also change their shape. They might look like harmless travelers or things you wouldn't suspect, waiting for the right moment to attack. And there's more danger. Tsuchigumo make thick, sticky webs that can trap even big animals. These webs can be hard to see, making them a sneaky trap for anyone who gets too close to where a Tsuchigumo lives. So, if you ever wander into a dark forest in Japan, watch out for anything that seems too big, too quiet, or too friendly. It could be a Tsuchigumo getting ready to attack. Before we head to our top 1, if you liked our content, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit notifications so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Leaving a like and comment will help our channel with the YouTube algorithm. Number 1. Ginky. Ginky are terrifying creatures from Japanese folklore. They used to be human, but because they were greedy and selfish in life, they were cursed to become monsters after death. Ginky are driven by a never-ending hunger for human flesh. They can't control this craving and will attack anyone they come across. Their bodies become twisted and rotten, with glowing red eyes and long, unkempt hair. They're basically rotting corpses with a taste for human flesh. Ginky Jinky are dangerous because they're not just mindless monsters. They can be sneaky and clever. Some stories say they can even copy the voices of loved ones to lure people in for a closer bite. So, if you're ever in Japan and hear someone calling your name in the dark, be careful. It might not be who you think it is. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Until next time, stay scared.